Welcome to PLZsoccer.com, our betting selections for the weekend. We've got a treble for you. Ruffy and myself are going head to head to see who's going to come out on top with 6 games. 5 of the Premiership games on the Saturday, and Hamilton against Aberdeen takes place on the Sunday. So let's cut to the chase, Ruffy. Celtic against Kilmarnock is our first game. Is there any way Gary Locke's side can upset the champions?
No, I can't see it at all, Peter. I think Celtic are playing particularly well at home. Lee Griffiths scoring goals as well. I think it's going to be a backs to the wall game for Kilmarnock this weekend.
Yeah, could it be a goals fest?
Yeah, I think it could. Celtic have done particularly well against Kilmarnock before, particularly at Parkhead. I would think maybe 3 or 4 goals. Okay, let's look at the first goal scorers. I mean, he is in red hot form, Lee Griffiths. He's just buckled down 23-10. I mean, you'd be a fool not to go for him for first goal scorer. No, and I think all the Celtic supporters have been going for him in the last 4 or 5 weeks and collecting nearly every week. So I think this weekend will be the same, and at 23-10, great odds.
When Callum Higginbotham's in form, Ruffy, he is in form. He can destroy the best of teams, but it's hot and cold at times, isn't it?
It's hot and cold, but given the chance in the latter third of the park, you know, he's got a bit of trick in him, and he can score goals from distance. So at 20-1, I'm sure a lot of Kilmarnock supporters will take that.
Celtic out in front in the title race, and I think the general feeling is nobody can catch them. But then again, Hearts are within touching distance, Ruffy. They got close to them. Celtic obviously won their game in hand, and now Robbie Nielsen's side have to make sure that they have no slip-ups at Tynecastle against Dundee.
No, you're right, particularly at home with a 16,000 crowd behind them. They're absolutely flying just now, and they'll be chasing Aberdeen. Dundee, I think, have lost their way a wee bit. Paul Hartley beginning to change his system. He might try and sit in and frustrate Hearts, but I think Hearts will have too much firepower.
Yeah, and talking of firepower, let's look at the first goal scorer for the Jambos, and well, Osman Sow, I think no surprise that he's a fan's favourite, 9-2.
Yeah, obviously better odds than Lee Griffiths, and 92. Yeah, he has come up with some goals this year, but I think the Hearts team have got a lot of good goal scorers on their side, so that's a hard one to pick for me, this one.
Yeah, and you mentioned there Dundee and their 3-man strike force. Rory Loy certainly looks the best of the bets to get a goal. Kane Hemmings has bagged a couple over the last month, but we haven't seen too much of Greg Stewart. He started the season really well, so I think Loy's not a bad bet at 13-2.
Yeah, and I think that's just why Dundee are struggling just now. You know, Stewart, obviously, they were looking for him to come up with goals. It hasn't happened. Hemmings, I always think set pieces, corner kicks, you know, he's always got a chance. Great header of the ball, so I would keep my eye on him. Yep,
and if we're looking at the top 3, we've got to look at Aberdeen. They're on the Sunday against Hamilton Accies at New Douglas Park. Of course, Derek McInnes and Tony Docherty have been commenting on the fact that quite a few people had written the Dons off. They've bounced back. Can they build on that with a win against a team that has caused them problems?
Yes, they certainly have caused them problems, Peter, but I just think Aberdeen now have got the momentum. I think they know that Hearts are chasing them. They'll want to get down to Hamilton, they'll need a win, and I think they'll just scrape this one.
Yep, and as far as the first goal scorers are concerned, I think Adam Rooney will have his eyes on that Republic of Ireland squad there and thinking, don't forget me. 7-2 to get the first goal.
Yeah, and he'll be determined to get a first team start. You know, he's been left out in 2 or 3 games, but he started scoring goals again, and he's got something to prove. With the amount of goals he scored last year, I think he's got something to go for, and I think that's a great bet at 72.
Morris is 8-1. You can never write Accies off. Just when we continually write them off week in, week out, Ruffy, they come up with something.
Yeah, they certainly have, but they've been losing goals quite freely just now. Ali Crawford's been out, a main player for them as well. If they could get him back again, that might help them, but I can only see Aberdeen in this game.
Okay, let's look at the odds in the other matches before we pick our treble. Partick Thistle against Inverness Cali Thistle. I have them to go down. Partick Thistle, that is, Ruffy. Inverness Cali Thistle 94 for the away win.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of Inverness fans, when they see these odds at 94, they'll fancy that. Partick Thistle's problem is they can't get that second goal, so you'll be hanging on there for 90 minutes, but I think this one's got draw written all over it.
Okay, Partick Thistle determined to try and avoid the drop or even the playoff place. They're up against it. They're in that little bottom end alongside Dundee United, who are rooted at the bottom. Ross County against Motherwell. Mark McGee, certainly it'll take him a bit of time before he gets things going. Jim McIntyre's side, it's just been a fantastic run. I still think they'll finish top 6, Roffy.
Yeah, I think they'll finish top 6 as well, but I think people at Ross County were just hoping that the run can keep going. They don't have the resources like everybody else, so there's going to be a bad spell round the corner, and I'm sure Mark McGee will be hoping it starts this weekend.
Yep, okay, there's the odds on it, 3-1 away, and of course, no surprise that 10-11, the home side to get the win.
Yeah, 10-11, particularly at home. You know, sometimes you're looking at 1-2, 4-6, but I'm sure Ross County, and seeing that at 10-11, good home win.
Okay, that's how it looks between Ross County and Motherwell. And the last pick before we give you our head-to-head, Dundee United against St Johnstone. Ruffy, I just think Tommy Wright will feel confident. Never mind going there for a draw. I think they'll come away with all 3 points.
Yeah, I don't think Mixu has had enough time to change that round. When reading the newspapers, he's trying to bring in 2 or 3 players. I don't think it'll come quick enough for him. I think with McLean in there, you know, scoring goals, O'Halloran. For me, St Johnstone.
The odds on St Johnstone getting all 3 points, 6-5, Ruffy.
Yep, another fantastic odds. Bookies have been very good this week. If you can pick the right one.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it looks in the 6 matches. Okay, Ruffy, let's cut to the chase in the head-to-head between the two of us. You're way out in front. Is there any way I can catch you? I'm going Hamilton 1, Aberdeen 2.
I'm going to go the same score. I'm going to go 2-1 Aberdeen.
Okay, Celtic to win by 3-0 against Killie.
We've got 3-0 as well.
Okay, you get a feeling that Ruffy just determined not to lose any points with me here. Hearts 2-1 against Dundee.
Well, I'm going to go 2-0 for Hearts.
Okay, I can't see your side getting a win-year-old team. Partick Thistle against an out of sorts Inverness. They still haven't been able to get any great momentum. 1-1.
That's the score I've got as well. I can't see Partick Thistle scoring 2 goals, so 1 each for me.
Yeah, okay. Next week we won't have Ruffy on the programme. Might as well just give you the scores because he'll have the same. Ross County to edge it by a solitary goal against Motherwell, Ruffy.
Well, I'm going to go Ross County as well, but I'm going to go 2-1 Ross County.
Okay, and I think Tommy Wright's men will come out on top. Dundee United 0, St Johnstone 1.
Well, I'm going to differ on this one. I'm going to go for 1 each.
What about the treble, our ACCA bonus? Can we get 3 on the trot? Look at the predictions here. I'm going to go with St Johnstone confidently in our treble this weekend. Ruffy?
Yeah, well, it's 3 away wins. You know, it doesn't come up very often, but I'm sure we'll get fantastic odds if these 3 come up.
Yep, and looking at Gordon Smith's choice of Motherwell at Ross County, it looks as if we're going to be saying goodbye to money because I can't see us winning with Gordon's ridiculous choice. I wish he was here for that, Ruffy, but we will tell him as we post the treble. Is it worth it? 3 away wins. Can we get some money on that? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching us on PLZsoccer.com on the betting.